Extended family, I'm starting this week with a bang. Mango. Yeah, Movada sing a song about long distance tula. Yeah man, that one give you the vigor and the energy, you know, long distance. We're not talking about 100 meters, 9.58 like Bolt. Yeah, more time, you know, I run so fast. Ta bang. Yeah, I'm starting this week with a bang. Yeah, no joke. With a bang. With a bang.
On the road, go do the thing now. Herbalawes, magical laws, yeah.
Extended family, what up? Yeah man, welcome to another week's vlog or another week's episode. Yeah man, so how are you? Yeah man, I'm on super. Yeah man, how was your week? Yeah man, my week was a bit of, you know, emotion, you know, but most of all, I have a positive energy. Yeah, I have a positive energy. Yeah, and also I told you that I'll share in this week episode, you know, about my grandmother. Yeah, my grandmother is no longer with us in flesh, but in spirit. Yeah man, and I hope that her soul rest in peace, you know. She was a great soul, you know, one that, you know, taught me many things. You know, I've been around her, you know, since a toddler. Yeah man, can't even remember the age. Yeah, but she was one of the person in my family, you know, who carry such energy that you always want to be around her, you know. But she lived a long life, could have lived more, but the universe and the creator know best. Yeah man, so yeah. So this week we are talking about leaves. Because I'm on the dip and leave for a week. But me not leave. Cause me just a come. Kick it off. Ita bang. Yeah man. High vibration. Yeah? Starting this week with a bang. With a bang. Yeah? High vibration. With a bang. Soursop tree. Soursop tree. The passion in growing fruits and vegetable. Great rise. Bang! Ram goat dash along. Extended family, my utmost, I really appreciate you coming back, yeah, sharing, this journey with Herbalawes. Yeah, man, welcome to another episode. We have a lot of breeze today, so my shade cloth, blown off. So I'm just fixing it back, because it serves a purpose. Yeah, man, and this shade cloth, the purpose that the shade cloth serve is, so it's 60-40. Yeah, 60% sun, 40% shade. Yeah, because the plants need the sun for them to be green. Yeah, man. So the plants need the sunlight and it also need the shade. What the shade does is the shade help to hold the water. Yeah. So with this shade cloth, I can water the plants one time a day. Without the shade, I would have to water them twice. Yeah. So that's the purpose of the shade. Yeah, and as we said, welcome to another vlog. Yeah, we're going to do some. So extended family, I'm clearing up this area, because every day, I have a new vision of how I want the place to look, but I can't change it up every day. Now I really want a thriving garden, where I can eat from it. I can have my vegetables, my fruits, and all from my garden. But I also want my garden to have that aesthetic look, Not just for if people come and visit me, but for my eyes, because I like to see things in a particular way, nice breeze, give thanks to the Almighty. I like to see things in a particular way, so it's not just for a garden where I can eat, but somewhere where I can sit, and relax and feel comfortable, not having a lot of dirt and being shagla bagla, you know. So there's always something to do in the garden, you know. So I actually visualize it before, and now I'm cleaning, yeah, for it to look how I visualize it. Yeah. So it's nice to have a thriving garden, but I like to see aesthetics. Yeah man, so extended family get more mango from the tree, but somehow the mango look like black mango, which in Jamaica yeah, we call it black mango or paper skin, and it also look like common mango. Yeah, and I said the taste of it look like it have a mix between the common mango and the Julie mango. Yeah, and this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Yeah, but it's nice, you know. Nice. Nice. And right at this moment, the type of mango doesn't really matter. Yeah? It does area. But what is your favorite mango though? You know, it also tastes similar to number 11. But it's not a number 11. But Irie. So what's your favorite mango? I love black mango. Especially when I can put it in the fridge to cool. And as I said, I don't have mango for over 2 years. You know? And I decided that I don't want to have any mango until I can have one from my mango tree. And it finally happened, you know? It finally happened. Yeah. What I don't like about mango though, I don't love when the strings hitch up in your teeth, huh? So we talk about aesthetics of the garden. Yeah? Yeah, this is, you know, when the plant need to go in a bigger pot. Yeah, the roots start to protrude out of it, or the roots start to tie up the drainage hole. This is still draining out. But this is a marigold plant. Yeah, and we talk about the aesthetics of the garden. You know, not just for a thriving garden where you can eat your vegetables, you can get pepper, you know, things like that. But this is a marigold plant, and this, you know, this can use for beautification, aesthetics, you know, but I'm going to use the word beautification because you will have a better understanding of what I'm talking about. But also the marigold not only serve as a beautification, but it also serve as a plant that is a good companion plant, and it also help to deter pests. You know, especially when you have plants like corn, plants like pepper, you know, this help to deter pests. You know, and I'm mentioning some plants that the pests them love it. The pests love the corn, the aphids love the pepper. So this help to deter pests. But more so what I want to talk about, this plant, the marigold plant, which have other plants, other marigold plants. These seeds and seedlings were gifted to me by my grandmother, you know. And in previous episode, I talk about, you know, reflecting on my grandmother being in the hospital, you know, not like to see her suffering and stuff like that. So, you know, so filming this video today, you know, I'm sharing that my grandmother is no longer with us. You know, she passed off, you know, on the, depends on the time that you will be watching this content. She passed off on the 9th of June, 2025. Yeah, so I don't want her to suffer, but as I said in previous video, you know, I don't have the power to decide what God does or what the universe does, you know. And even though I'm seeing her suffering, yeah, I couldn't decide the time, the moment when, you know, God would take her out of this situation. So I'm just sharing, you know, that my grandmother is no longer with us. And my grandmother, as I said, is one of my biggest fans, you know, and she would want me to do this. So also I'm thinking that I want to create, you know, a little garden to beautify the garden, but also to remember my grandmother. Yeah? And the fun fact is that she gifted me these seedlings and seed so that I could plant these plants. So, yeah, I'm going to plant them in a bigger pot until I decide where I want to create that garden space. Thanks. And so I want to, set them up right here, just to give it that nice look, Yeah. Just to give it that nice look. TYMAR McLean. Hey, why should somebody choose TYMAR McLean refrigeration?
Prolific service, man, in detail,
Yeah.
And we appoint punctual, you know what I mean? Our service is very on time.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, to be on time is to be ahead of time,
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And what type of machines you work on?
Washer, fridge, stove, AC,
Yeah.
microwave, all of the appliances them inside the house. Repair and thing,
Alright.
Yeah, man. Right now.
I was just watering, and just looking at the leaves of the plants. And this leaf is a spinach leaf, and I was also looking at the soursop leaf and the tomato leaf and all these leaves. You know? Thinking of the great purpose that leaves, you know, on a plant serve, you know, whether it's a flower plant, you know, whether it's a herb plant, fruit tree, you know, as long as it's a plant, you know, the purpose of the leaves. Start to do some research and I realized that, you know, leaves are classified in maybe 2 different types of leaves. So they classify one as compound leaves and one as simple leaves. You know, and the leaf on the spinach is being classified as simple leaves. And I would have said the one on the soursop is compound. A simple leaf, you know, is one leaf blade, yeah, to the base or to the stalk of the plant, and a compound leaf is multiple leaves, you know, multiple leaf blade on the stalk or the tree, yeah. So one question came to my head, which I don't know if the same question would come to your head. When it comes to herb plants, is it that the compound leaf would carry more health benefits than the simple leaf? Just a thought. But I don't think so, yeah? Because both leaves would carry a lot of health benefits, just like the spinach. The spinach carry a lot of health benefits. Yeah, the spinach can be used in many different ways. You can use it in a salad. The spinach can be eaten raw. Yeah, the soursop leaf, yeah, carry a lot of health benefits too. Just like the fruit of the soursop, yeah, the leaves can be used for tea. The leaves can be used as a bath. It can be used in many different ways. You can steep it in oil, many different ways. So I just think that both leaves, you know, serve their purpose, you know, whether it's simple or whether it's compound leaf. Yeah, man. So, yeah, spinach, make some nice juice, you know.
I can like and just run into a cycle like most of the man them do.
Yeah.
I sell them service.
Yeah.
I do a detailed servicing. So
Yeah, man.
that's our thing, you know, very detailed. It's brand new.
Yeah.
In terms of cleanliness and thing, you know.
You see it? This man saved you from buying a new machine soon. Yeah? This is just simple gunk we build up in the machine. Yeah? And this man take it out and clean it. So this man has saved you not only $1, but maybe $100,000 or more.
Easy.
Easy. Family.
Yeah,
the
man.
great TYMAR.
Yeah.
Come check her in
Herbalawes.
Yeah, in the garden.
Yeah, man.
And as I always say,
Yeah, man.
you see the ad. Yeah, this is the great man where service all the AC and
Washer, fridge, stone.
washer, fridge, stone, everything.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. And the
install.
I also do farming too.
Yeah.
You see me? One of them DM, I'll show you some clip from the I garden.
Yeah, man.
The I is a great farmer.
That is it, man.
The I parent
Yeah.
are great farmers. Grandfather,
Yeah, man, I fit
mother,
inside,
everybody.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So
I fit
check
inside.
out him thing.
TM refrigeration.
Yeah, man, as we show you.
Yeah, man. Prolific
Yeah,
service.
man. The video before, where you see we are talking about the manga, even at the video.
Yeah, man.
But we just never show him face. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, for real.
Great youth, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've whole heap for offer.
That is it, man.
the value of him high.
Yeah.
Yeah, because him have a lot for offer. Yeah, and you must stick to people who have a lot for offer. Yeah. Don't watch the big price. It come with value.
That is it.
That is it. I don't see no sun. I know you out there somewhere having fun. Give thanks and praises. Yeah. It's amazing. And these look ready, big and ready. You know, if we put in a salad or some juice, you know. Yeah. And then I was also looking at the tomato leaves, which, what would you call this leaf? Yeah? Type it in the comment section. Is it a simple leaf or a compound leaf? Yeah, man. We'll talk about it at the end of the video. Yeah? There are some other special roles that a leaf serve. You know, for me, the leaf also serve, like for instance the soursop leaf. Yeah, I can squeeze up the leaf and I can smell it. So with that being said, doing this, I can identify what the fruit tree is. Yeah, man. So I wouldn't have to smell a soursop leaf to know that it's a soursop, because I was already grown to know a soursop leaf. Yeah, and many other trees I don't really have to test it, but what I can test, yeah, is to know, like for instance this mango leaf, I can squeeze it up to identify the smell or what type of mango it is. So this leaf that I'm smelling is a East Indian mango. Now, yeah, you have some plants that they engraft the plant. Like this mango tree, for instance. This one, yeah. When I smell it, some part of it give me the smell. Some part of it give me the smell of a common mango. But yet still, when the fruit bear, it looks like a black mango. Yeah? So, as I said, you can smell the leaf to identify the plant. Like this one, whenever time I smell it, yeah, it smells exactly like the blackberry. Yeah, it smells exactly like the blackberry. So I can identify a plant also by the leaves. Yeah? And I can also identify the plants by the shape of the leaf and all those things. So a lot of plants, the leaf blades are similar. Yeah? But even though it's similar, it's a different plant. You know, this one is called fever grass. Yeah? And you can also, maybe the maple grass. Look, the blade of the maple grass look similar. So look over here. Yeah? The blade of the cane looks similar. So let me smell this and see if it smells like cane. Yeah. It smells. You can smell the smell. Yeah? And the fever grass. Yo. Trust me. The fever grass and the soursop is one of my favorite leaves to smell. And then the East Indian mango leaf, I compete too. Fun facts. Did you know that mango leaf carry a lot of health benefits? Yeah, man. Yeah, so if you didn't know, yeah, man, mango leaf carry a lot of health benefits. What are some of the things that people use mango leaf for? People use mango leaf for even diabetes. Yeah, one of the dreadful disease or sickness that, you know, is within our society. Yeah, man, mango. Yeah, man, mango leaf. Yeah, man, see a mango leaf me I talk about. Yeah, the herbalist serious when they talk about that. Yeah, mango leaf carry a lot of health benefits, and as I said, it can also be used for diabetes purpose. Yeah, so you can make it in a tea, you can steep it in a tea. Yeah, and as I said, if you dry the leaf, quail the leaves, then you will get more of that, potency from the leaf. So this is the one that I love to make in tea. Yeah, this is the one that I love to use to make in tea. Yeah, man, the East Indian one. Yeah, and then the soursop, the leaf, if you are having a toothache, yeah, the tea from this can relax that toothache. Yeah, and then I have another plant over here. Yeah, this, the guava leaf. Yeah, the guava leaf. That same toothache, yeah, with the soursop leaf and the guava leaf mixed together. Yeah, good pain reliever. Yeah, good reliever from toothache. Yeah, and there are many other leaves that can do that. Like, for instance, yeah, man, the panadol leaf can also be used. Yeah, carry a nice aroma. So the panadol leaf can use for the same purpose. The basil leaf can use for the same purpose. Yeah, man. The basil leaf, if I'm like right here and just touch the basil, yo, it relaxes me so much. And I always say to people, if I have a rough day out on the road and I come in and I have a basil plant and just touch it and sit beside it, I may fall asleep right there. So it's a great relaxant. And this one is also called holy basil, tulsi. Yeah, tulsi. Now this plant, yeah, is a plant that, if you don't know the marijuana plant, if you can't identify the marijuana plant as the marijuana plant, yeah, this one, yeah, back in the days, people used to call this also the marijuana plant. But this plant is called ramgoat dashalang. Yeah, and this is one of the plant that carry, the leaves carry a lot of health benefits. Yeah, and one of the benefits that this plant carry, a whole heap of Jamaican man love to hear that. Yeah? Yeah. Movada sing a song about long distance tula. Yeah man, that one give you the vigor and the energy. Yeah man. If you go on a long journey, long distance. Yeah. When we were going to school, we have a thing where we run named cross country. Yeah man, cross country. We're not talking about 100 meters, 9.58 like Bolt. Yeah. More time you don't want to run so fast. More time you want run a long distance like the Kenyans. Yeah. Cross country. Long distance. This. Yeah man, this one you don't make you fast like Bolt. No 9.58 around here. But a long distance like the Kenyans, the Africans. Yeah. You ever watch Olympic and see the Kenyans them run the long distance? Yeah man, that one yeah. No 9.58. Yeah, this is the only time that you don't want to run 9.58 seconds. Ramgoat dashalang. Nice bird, him always come look for me, Nice bird. Yeah. Yeah man, nice bird always come check me, That's not a distraction. Yeah. Those things relaxes you, I love the birds. I love the birds. I love the birds. So I love when them come and visit. So I'm an enthusiast of herb plants. Because if you watch, past episodes, you will hear I said, I plant fruits and trees and fruits, vegetables and all those things. But most of all, I am an enthusiast of herb plants. Yeah man, I will collect all the herb plants. Yeah, but I am a fan of basil plants. I love basil plants because basil plants, as a Jamaican, you love a glass of lemonade, a cool glass of lemonade, especially now that the summer is coming up. Yeah man, a cool glass of lemonade. A cool wash. Yeah, that's one of the other names that we Jamaicans call lemonade. Yeah man, what make lemonade? Lime man. A cut of lime, squeeze it in some water. Yeah, some people use, sugar. Some people use honey. Yeah, but you can use the basil to create it in like a iced tea form, but it will give you that similar wash taste. Yeah man, so the basil, yeah, the lemongrass, the fever grass, yeah man, those are some of the herbs that will give you that refreshing, yeah, like a lemonade taste, yeah, but it is also called an iced tea. Yeah, so do I love herb plants? I also love flower plants. Yeah, flower plants. And I think somewhere in the early part of the video, I, created some plants right here. I created some basil plant. Yeah? And the one that I show you. Yeah? You know? I said leaves again, because we are talking about leaves. And if you look at these two basil plants, yeah? There are two basil plants that look similar. But their leaves, when you look at the leaves, you can see the difference. Yeah? This one leaf is a little bigger than this one, but they are still called basil. They have similar smell, you know, but one of them have a more, the bigger leaf one have a more pungent smell. Yeah? And you see this in a iced tea farm, the lemonade farm that we are talking about. Yeah. And one of the things that I like to even visit the Indian restaurants. Yeah, man. We local Jamaican restaurant them too. Take a page out of the book there. Yeah. We know the home style meal we want to cook, nice. But Herbalawes I tell you to try the herbs, the basil herbs. In the home style meal, trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Yeah? Not because these plants are, you know, originally from Asia and all those places. But, yeah, we have a lot of these herbs around here. Yeah, even the lemongrass. In your home style meal, tough. Yeah, it's because I love a nice home style meal. Yeah? And the pepper cooked down in a the nice home style meal. My granduncle wife, yeah man, when she cook a gungo rice and peas, you know want nothing with it. Yeah? When we were growing up, they call the meat or the vegetable the salting or the meat kind. Wife is the salting. Yeah? But those are some of the names that they use to call it. And when they say salting, it doesn't mean it's meat. It can be vegetable. But I'm saying that when my granduncle wife cook a gungo rice and peas, you don't have to add nothing to it. Yeah, she spice it down with some nice, you know, pepper in it. Yeah, she don't even have to burst the pepper. Yeah, because the original Scotch bonnet pepper. Yeah man, when you cook down this in some rice and peas, it flavor the whole meat. When you cook down this in some vegetable, yeah. And I can just imagine how it is in a meat dish. I man don't sip up meat, but I man is not against who do it. Yeah, people take what they want take, people sip what they want sip. Yeah, but I man is just on a vegetable journey. Yeah, I man is just on a vegan journey. So that's my journey. If your journey is a meat journey, kudos to you. Yeah, but today we are talking about leaves. Yeah, and we run through, you know, what the leaves are called. Two types of leaf, compound leaf, simple leaf. Now we say the compound leaf is one where the leaf blades, you know, carry a lot of different leaves on the stalk. Yeah, and we talk about the simple one. Yeah, and we show you the spinach, which is the simple one. Yeah, and we talk about a thought in my head. Yeah, which one of them carry more health benefits? And we say both of them carry a lot of health benefits. Yeah, and we show, you know, that we can also identify the plants by the smell of the leaf. And we show you these two basil plants which look similar. One of the leaves are bigger, one of the leaf blades are bigger, and also one of them have a more pungent smell. The bigger leaf have a more pungent smell than the others, but both of them carry that health benefits. And I also share, yeah, my reason for loving some of the Indian restaurants, yeah, because they use up the basil herbs, yeah. And I'm saying to my local Jamaican restaurants, because I love to support, I love to spend my money in Jamaica. A lot of people love to spend their money online, but I personally like to spend my money with my local people. Yeah, nothing is wrong with buying online, but I like to support my local people. And what I would say, because I like to support my local people, yeah, some of the local people, them are go too hard with the price. I can understand that sometimes you have to ship in these products. That is a next video for your next time, but we're just going to touch a little on it. We know you have to spend a lot of money to ship in the products. Yeah, but sometimes the profit margin, the 200 and the 300% profit, too much, man. Too much, man. Do a little better. Yeah, for people like I and I will love to spend money in my country. Yeah? So that's the powerfulness of leaves, you know? And there are other mint. There are other mint plants. Yeah, man, there are other mint plants like this. Black mint. Oh. The aroma. Yeah, man. The aroma is to die for. No, me not die for it. It's to love. Yeah, man. Is one. And there are several others. Yeah, this one is called the oregano. Beautiful butterfly. Yeah, I also love to see the butterflies. There are no distraction to I and I. Yeah? No distraction to I and I. This is where I'll end this week's episode. Yeah? And we touch just on the surface about leaves. Yeah? Compound leaves, simple leaves. Yeah, we touch on the health benefits of the leaves. We even share how amazing, we share the amazing benefits of the mango leaf. Yeah? And we touch just on the surface about leaves. So there are many things about gardening that can talk about. Yeah? And that's why I decided to talk about the leaves today. Yeah? But I hope in another episode I can continue this. Or that's it for now. Yeah. But how could I forget the leaf of life? Hold on a second. While concluding the video, I look across and say, how could I conclude this video talking about leaves and not mentioning the leaf of life? Yeah? Yeah, this give me the thought that the leaf of life is the leaf of our leaves. Leaf of life. Yeah? And just like what I said, the spinach, what the things that the spinach can do, can use in a smoothie, can use in a juice, can use in a salad. This, the leaf of life, can use for the same purpose. You can juice it. You can pound it up and juice it. Yeah, if you're having some sniffles, cool. Yeah, the leaf of life. Yeah, even the baby, you can use this for. Yeah, man, just juice it out in a teaspoon and give them for drink. Yeah, and as I said, I'm under sometime just wake up in the morning and just chew up the leaf of life. One of my favorite salad from the leaf of life is cutting up the leaf of life with the June plum, because both of them have similar taste. Yeah, but different health benefits. Yeah, different health benefits and similar health benefits like the vitamin C and all those things. Yeah, man. But the leaf of life is the leaf of our life. Yeah, man. Leaf of our life. Yeah, and I wasn't even medicine. I need to put that on my thumbnail too. The leaf of life, because I was thinking of putting the spinach and the tomato plant or the soursop plant on the thumbnail. But I have to put the leaf of life on the thumbnail. Yeah, man, I have to put the leaf of life on the thumbnail. So let me just sketch, yeah, a thumbnail from. Yeah, man, that's it for today's episode. Yeah, man, this will be a part of the thumbnail, not even the tree. The leaf of life. Yeah, man, so that's it for today's episode. Yeah, man. I, man, appreciate you always coming back to watch I and I videos. Yeah, we are still a growing channel. Yeah, we still don't have the support that we want, but we still give thanks. We appreciate. Yeah, and as I said, how are you? I'm on super. I'm on good. Yeah, man. This is not Sunday matinee, but Herbalawes. Yeah, man, the bush tea man. The man we talk about the leaf of life, the mango leaf, the soursop leaf, the spinach leaf. Yeah, man, it's all about leaf. Yeah. And I'm on a leave. Yeah. I'm on a leave. I'm on the pan leave till next week. Site Herbalawes. Out.